Hey everyone, Jake here for Extreme Terrain, and in this video we're taking a look at the Pipes Street Pro Axleback exhaust system with black tips, fitting all 2007 to 2018 JK Wranglers. What we've got here is an affordable axleback that's going to give your JK the attitude it needs to stand out. Featuring an easy installation, an affordable price, and a great sound, this is an excellent best of all worlds setup for your JK. And it's not going to wreck your ears either. We're going to give this one a 3 out of 5 on our loudness meter, so while it will be significantly more audible than your factory exhaust, it's not too over the top, which makes for a good balance if you're daily driving your Jeep. Now in stock form, the Pentastar V6 doesn't sound like a whole lot. You mostly get just engine noise. And going right to a full-on straight pipe or a muffler delete, while both are inexpensive options, neither one are going to make it sound good. This Street Pro Axleback from the exhaust wizard at Pipes, though, really gives the JK's V6 a nice sound. It's deeper and it's aggressive, and it almost sounds like a race car. And that's thanks to, of course, the Street Pro muffler that we've got here. Inside you get a chambered design without any extra baffling for optimal sound. But it's not quite a straight pipe, so it's not going to blow your eardrums out, even with the top off. Now that will, of course, translate to more sound inside of the cabin with the top up as well. But that just means you're going to be able to better enjoy your new exhaust. Crank the tunes, put your foot down, have a great time cruising around. Now the Street Pro features a twin exit design as well, with these dual 3.5-inch black tips, giving your JK the looks to match that additional sound. Now this is going to hang down lower than your factory exhaust, so it won't provide you any extra clearance, but sometimes you got to sacrifice to look cool. Now the piping here is all 2.5-inch diameter mandrel bent 409 grade stainless steel. That muffler we were talking about is fully welded for added durability as well. And the tips we were discussing, these are T304 grade stainless, and everything as you see is finished off with this nice black powder coat for added protection against rust and corrosion. Heck, even your clamps are finished off in the same powder coat. So overall, this setup is quite solid and should last you a long time, even if you're putting it through its paces off-road. It also comes out of the box, just like you see it here. There's only a couple pieces to do, making it for an easy installation, but we'll talk more about that in a moment. Pricing for this setup is going to run you about $425. And while that's not the least expensive axleback on the market, it's still relatively affordable, gives you a lot of good stuff for your money. The coating here I think is absolutely worth going for because it's going to make for additional protection, and you really can't argue with the sound that comes out of this thing either. So if you're willing to shell out a little bit extra over some of the more budget-friendly options, you get an additional coating, you get some great sound. So you get comparatively a lot of good stuff for a little bit of money. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should only take you about 1 hour to complete. Since this is only an axleback, you really just need to undo one clamp, pop out 2 hangers, slide your old one off, and pop this back in its place. Then you can just do up the 3 clamps, 2 for your tips, and 1 for the actual exhaust itself. So it's a pretty simple job that basically anyone can do at home, and it doesn't require you to make any permanent modifications to your Jeep. That's about all I can say for it here, so with that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the process.
Tools required for this install include an impact gun, an exhaust hanger remover tool, a 15mm socket, some spray lube, and a pry bar. What's up guys? Today we're installing an axleback exhaust on our Wrangler. First we're going to watch a quick uninstall video showing you how to remove the factory axleback. Now this is done on a different Jeep, however the uninstall procedure is exactly the same, and I'll meet you right back here for the install.
So our first step is going to be to loosen up our clamp on our axleback piping and our over the axle pipe. So I'm going to use a 15mm deep socket and my impact wrench to do that. What we can do next is remove our exhaust hanger from the isolator here. I'm going to use an exhaust hanger removal tool. You can use a pry bar, but this is a little bit easier and you can find this at your local auto parts store. I would also recommend to hit it with a penetrating lubricant. I hit it with a little bit of PB Blaster to help this slide out of the isolator. Now we can go ahead, move that up and out of the way, and then we can do the same thing for the other side. What we can do now is just wiggle our axleback off of our over the axle pipe.
Now we're ready to install our new muffler. So I'm going to take a clamp and slide it over our muffler inlet. And then we can raise this up to place and get our 2 pipes connected and our hangers installed. Now we can get our hangers into our rubber isolators. And then we'll do that same thing on the other side. Now we can slide our clamp into place and take a 15mm socket to tighten it down. Now lastly, we can install our tips. So we'll grab another one of those clamps and slide it over our tip. Slide that onto our pipe. And we'll just straighten that out and take a 15mm socket to tighten it down. And then you can do that same thing on the other side.
That's gonna wrap it up here for our review and install of the Pipes Street Pro Axleback exhaust system with black tips, fitting 2007 to 2018 JK Wranglers. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for all things Jeep, be sure to keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.